Well, good morning, folks. Man, it's a nice mid-September fall day. A little chill in the air. I hope we've seen the last of those 90-degree days, but I don't think we have. I think we might have seen the last 100-degree days, which is fine by me. It got in late last night, or late yesterday afternoon, early evening. Sorry, I'm just looking at a tree over here. I've just noticed that all the leaves are turning brown on. So I don't know if it's, I guess it's dead. I'm going to check that out. Dying or dead. Hey, firewood. So got in late yesterday. Been up Wyoming, fishing, doing a little camping. Um, One thing I like about my job, I have a little, Ford Focus tow car, and when I deliver a truck, I unhook and usually go to another one, but when I get close to Wyoming, I go to Wyoming. So I drop in Denver, and 3 hours later, I'm in Wyoming, up Laramie. So had a good time. I really hate being limited on where I can go by driving the Focus, so that sucks. A couple places I wanted to go to, couldn't get to, or didn't feel like taking a chance on getting there in the Focus because it's raining, dirt roads. Focus is not the best off-road vehicle ever made. It's not even a mediocre off-road vehicle. I've taken it in some hairy places, but as I get older and supposed to get wiser, I try not to do those things. So anyway, but I ended up at Kirk Dowdy State Park, which is a nice place. Um, Too touristy for me. I'm just not that type of person. I went there fishing. I was going to camp, and you have to have reservations up to October 1st. So I went and tried to make reservations. The reservation page was giving me the campsite, but no map of the location of the individual sites it was trying to give me. How can I book a camping spot if I can't see where it is on the map? A place I've never been to before. Oh, I hate those places. That's why I don't stay in them. I hate that planning and, oh, you must have reservations. Why? Why can't I just show up, give you money, and camp? What are you, oh my gosh, Betty and Bob in their 45-foot RV might not be able to get a spot if they were just to show up. That's why you can't just show up because, Betty and Bob in their 45-foot RV. I have nothing against RVers, but really, make a reservation to camp. It just sucks. But anyway, the other campgrounds I want to go to up in the snowy, they were full of tourists. This is midweek in September. Apparently there was some kind of vintage sports car rally or something. I heard some of them talking about going across Colorado, Wyoming. I don't know. It's a bunch of cool looking old sports cars. Some probably back from the 20s and 30s, and some from the little beep 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 beep, what they Mias or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, some wearing their little sports hats with their driving goggles and their gloves, and I don't know. We all get into some weird stuff, don't we? They probably think the same thing every time they see a pictures or something about the rendezvous, mountain men, and stuff like that. So anyway, okay, that's not what this video is about. So I had a comment this morning saying, "Oh, your video, you rambled on." I'm sorry. I'll make it short for you. Okay, let's get more serious stuff. You've seen the title. You know what I'm talking about. Liberty gun safes. WTF. Liberty, really? I don't follow current events that much, so this is probably a couple weeks old, and so I started diving into a little bit. Liberty gun safes. If you haven't heard about this, somewhere, oh, yes, someone was at January 6th, and the FBI wanted to investigate him because he was at January 6th. If you see the video out there, there's like 8 to 10 unmarked FBI cars piling in on him. His only crime was that he was at January 6th. But they raided his place. He had a Liberty gun safe, and they wanted to know what was in that Liberty gun safe. They had a search warrant, damn it, they wanted to know. So they call up Liberty. Hey, we got a search warrant for this guy. And you would think the normal reaction was from Liberty should have been, oh, I'm sorry, you're FBI, you have a search warrant, which we have no legal obligation to work with you, so go pound sand. No, what does Liberty do? Oh, well, hey, we put a backdoor manager code into all of our locks. Let me just give you that so you can break into this customer's safe. Liberty. And come find out, all their locks have a backdoor access code. Most they don't. Did they put that in their advertising when y'all bought it? For those of you with a Liberty gun safe, did they put that in their advertising? All of our locks come with a backdoor code that we will provide to law enforcement just for asking. I never saw it. And it gets worse. This was just, it wasn't a subpoena. So some people, well, they had a search warrant. They had a search warrant. But that search warrant did not include Liberty. That safe was not Liberty's safe. That safe was someone they sold it to. It was that person they sold it to safe. They had no legal ramifications to help the FBI. But boy, they just up and provided them, and then so now that the FBI has a backdoor code, probably has a backdoor code to all Liberty safes now. Do you think Liberty changed that backdoor code that no one knew about except them for each safe? I wouldn't want to trust it. And we know it's in now that FBI have it. It's just a matter of time for some hacker gets it and gives it all over the internet, so every crook out there will have access to your Liberty safe. Unreal. And upon further digging into Liberty safes, they give a lot of money to Democrats. So there's one that Democrat-controlled congressional committee, whatever, I don't know, group, something about safe storage of guns and stuff like that. They give a lot of money to those Democrats. I'm going to leave links to these videos below that I've just found. I use some of them good, you know. Well, those videos are good, so. But not only that, from what I understand, the corporation that owns Liberty gun safes, gives a lot of money to anti-gun Democrats. Does that make any sense? But going back to Liberty gun safe, the company giving money to these this one Democratic group, it appears that they did so to get favors, like there was a tariff upon gun safes. That made absolutely no sense. Of course, we're talking about Democrats here. Made absolutely no sense, but they were managed to be excluded from it. So now this group is trying to push a law that you have to have your guns in a gun safe, which would increase gun sales, and Liberty can't throw money at them fast enough. This is the kind. If you got a Liberty gun safe, this is the kind of a product people you're dealing with who make your safe. I'm glad I never owned one now. At one time, before I bought years ago when I bought a Fort Knox, I was seriously looking at Liberty, but I didn't. I went with Fort Knox instead. So there's that. So anyway, it just, and of course now Liberty, they're backpedaling. They see the writing on the wall. They're trying to stop the hemorrhaging, but every time they try something, it makes it worse. It doesn't appear they're the sharpest knife in their drawers. I mean, shut up, people. Just shut up about it. But no, they come out, and every time they say something, it makes it worse. It's just like, oh, you got to be kidding me. You're not this stupid, but apparently you are. Shut up. So anyway, I know some of y'all got Liberty gun safes, and this, like I said, this is the people you're doing business with. People who, I mean, you would expect this from Apple or Samsung, who wouldn't give the government when they come and say, "Hey, we got this terrorist. We need you to unlock this phone for us." No, sorry, no. Apple, Samsung, no, we're not doing this. Because if we do it for y'all, we have to do it for everybody. Well, we're the FBI. Sorry, go pound sand. I mean, from a liberal, right-wing company like Apple and Samsung, they stood up to the government and said, "No, Liberty, yeah, sure. Let me get that for you. It is a blah. And oh, by the way, all of our safes have this built in, and you can backdoor them all." There you go, Liberty. Man, it's just, Anyway, I knew some of y'all at Liberty Gun say something. Didn't know if you've heard this or not, but it's something you should know about. Because you're thinking your guns are safe now inside of a safe. They're not. They're not. So anyway, just know that now that the FBI has their backdoor access to your Liberty gun safe, it's just a matter of time for everybody has it. So, and there was one, someone's coming. There was one video I watched where they said you could change the manager code, but Liberty still, it was unclear if Liberty had a code to override that. I don't know. So anyway, I just thought it was very interesting to find that out. Seriously, I just, and a gun safe manufacturer doing this. What did they think would happen? Did they think gun owners would go, "Oh, Liberty, go Liberty, go. You be that company, Liberty"? If that was what they were thinking, I don't think they really thought about it. I really think they thought it would never get out, is what I think. Most of these companies that do stupid stuff like this, that's why they think, it'll blow over there, forget about it. They stupid. If they even do find out about it. Well, we found out about Liberty. So, man, what a rotten thing. I mean, it just still blows my mind that a gun safe manufacturer would do this. That you put the government ahead of your customers. I mean, the right thing would be go, wait a second, and record it and go, "Okay, Mr. FBI, you want what? You want in this man's safe? Sorry, go pound sand." Liberty, you would have done a hell of a lot better doing that than being a traitor, being a coward, being the Trojan horse, you certainly wasn't 2A friendly right there. So anyway, folks, before I butt hurt somebody else by going on too long, as you can tell, I really don't care what I mean. You can click. That's the great thing about YouTube. You can click all of it all you want to. Oh, I got a thumbs down. Please give a thumbs down. If you don't like this video, give me a good thumbs down. Leave me a comment. Tell me why you gave me a thumbs down. Hint, it's all interaction as far as YouTube, and it helps the algorithm. Whether you thumbs up, thumbs down, bad comment, good comment, YouTube does not care. It's all good stuff as far as they're concerned. You're interacting. So that's why I love bad comments. Thumbs down, you better hit that thing twice, man. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I hadn't figured out what I'm going to do today. I got a lot of stuff to do. It kind of looks like it might rain, but I think it's going to clear off. So just folks, if you have a Liberty gun safe, take measures to secure your safe, because from what I understand, and like I said, I didn't deep dive this. I don't own a Liberty gun safe, so I don't really care in the sense that it's going to affect me. But for this segment, I did want to kind of know a little bit about it. But even some of the mechanical locks, I listened a little bit to of a gun safe technician, or a lock technician, safe technician. Just even kind of what he was saying, from what I understood, even the mechanicals can be backdoored. So, but certainly the digital ones, because Liberty's just done show the flop over on their back and just spineless, worthless company. I hope they go out of business. I really do. I'd say that about any company, but any company that its main source of customers are Pro 2A, and then you go and do something like this, you deserve to go out of business. Anyway, what you do with the information is up to you. I'm going to get off here, and first thing I got to do, so you notice anything different? No coffee. I've got to get off here. I made the video before I even had coffee this morning. I got to go source me some coffee now. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.